Hey, hey! Time to get litty with some Hiity. If you don't know, that means high intensity interval training. What's the Y stand for? Yeet. Yeet level. We'll come up with something better. Hit me in the comments. What does the Y stand for? If Hiity, high intensity interval training, you dig?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. To show enthusiasm. High intensity interval training, yes. You really don't need much stuff. Today we're keeping it very simple. It's going to be a little bit shorter also. And always, shorter intervals means we can pack more intensity into it. Just like yesterday's 20-second isometrics, which some of you in the comments were there, I believe. So you know what I'm talking about. When it's a shorter interval, we can do it more intensely, faster, stronger, heavier weight, higher jumps, whatever intensity means for that given move, we can do so. So today, let's pack it in because we know we're not going to go for a full hour. So once we get acquainted with these moves, let's push it. You dig? We're going to warm up gently with 3 different moves. And then if you got a buddy, that's great. We'll show you the buddy version. And if you don't, you just need like some object that stands up, like a chair, wall. I'm going to show you probably with the chair. The wall's great. Wall's perfect for it. And then something to mark a spot on the floor that doesn't have mass or much volume. You could use a towel, of course, towel man. Always using the towel. We're going to use like a resistance band and or a loading strap. You could put a sock down, anything, a pen, something just to mark a line on the floor. You dig? And yes, I agree, Bree and Mike, my pecs and front shoulders are feeling it. We're going to be a little bit in some plank-ish situations today, so we're gonna feel it doubly. Yeah. So just prepare for that. We'll keep it gentle, keep it easy, and get the shoulder blades back. Warm up first. Have a spot to stand, and we're going to be balling, which means you put your body in a ball, nice low squat, try to get the heels on the floor. If you can't get the heels on the floor, just lean your body forward, get the heels off, and grab your knees, grab opposite elbows, give yourself a big hug. And the reason for that grab is so that we can roll the shoulder blades forward and hunch to the back. Stretch the stuff that's on the back side of the torso, right here. Very slowly, we're gonna stand up, take a big inhale, and I'm gonna have to move the camera for this clearly, but we'll move it back down once we get down to the ground, start breakdancing. At the top, I'm hyperextended, getting the hips forward, arching the lower back, and reaching like Adam's doing to get the pec stretch. Imagine we're at the bottom of a dumbbell fly, making a Y. Get the shoulders back, the arms back, and the pecs wall, so we feel that work from yesterday. Come down, make that wall, ideally with flat feet, but if you gotta raise the heels up, that's fine. Chin down, roll the shoulder blades forward, give yourself a big old hug, ball in, and we open the ball and emerge from the pupa as a fully grown butterfly.
Speaking of butterflies,
Yes.
do you know what happens to the caterpillar when it's inside its cocoon?
What happens?
It completely liquefies, and all the cells have the ability to rearrange themselves, kind of like stem cells, depending on what the caterpillar needs or the butterfly needs.
That's
So
ridiculous.
usually, when they hatch out of their chrysalis,
Crystallize.
there's extra fluid, and that's actually fluid from the caterpillar.
What?
And that's why they need to dry off, because they don't tend to use all of the fluid inside the chrysalis. You thought I had jokes, but today I got facts.
Facts, bro.
Science facts.
That's insane.
Isn't it weird?
I mean, totally.
You just liquefy.
It's like they go through a black hole. Balling. Stretch the back side of the torso. Stretch the front side of the torso. Ah. Like wall. And then caw. Caw. Make a ball. Caw. Bigger range of motion, of course, is better, so the lower, tighter ball at this point. Chin down. And the more hyperextension. Big ol' fly for the back. Stretch the belly. Stretch the front side muscles. Even the skin underneath the chin. Ah. Crank it. Your own pace. Doesn't matter if you're with us or not. We'll get about 5 more. That's plenty. And we got one left. Relax. Calm. Now we're down. And I'll move the camera once more to where it were. How do I do it? Something like that? Sure. Looks nice. Oh goodness. Shout out to Amazon for this $13 tripod.
Missing a foot.
So be it. Okay, we got the legs in front of us, like we're taking an L, but we're really taking a W in the L. See what I'm saying? We would normally go for a stretch here. Let's turn the fingers out to the sides and put them right behind our seat. And this one has 2 purposes. One, to get the back side of the body a little bit activated for strength. The other one is to get the shoulders ready to bear a little bit of weight in odd positions. So I apologize if you did push-ups yesterday, you're gonna feel this one. Turn the fingers out, lean back a little bit. And maybe a half foot to a foot behind my seat. I don't wanna be right next to it. I do want a little separation. And let's stretch the pecs by lifting and arching. And then I'm gonna bend the knees a little bit, put a little pressure in my heels, and lift the butt. And drop it right back down where it was. And give the arms a moment of relief. Again, very important to note, the fingers are turned out and the shoulders are back. We cannot tolerate this or the caving. Right? We want to pack the shoulders with pressure in the most optimized way possible. Turn the fingers out, shoulders back. Lift the booty. Come back down. Kiss on the cheeks. And we'll set the timer, be a little more objective this time. Since you know my counting and timing abilities are not in my top 10 skills. Nor 20 for that matter. We're doing the AC on today, I'll admit it. A little cheating, because it's about to get litty with this Hiity. So as to not start a fire in this room, we got the AC on. Oh yeah. But if you're doing this outside or without a little air, that's awesome. You're gonna get a nice workout. A little ambient heat to add to the picture of challenge.
What's cooler than being cool?
75 degrees.
Ice cold.
Shoulder back always. And this is more about the shoulder girdle and the arms bearing weight than it is about the glute bridge. So don't worry too much about the precision of your leg moves or how high you get the hips. Just kind of shift weight into the arms, get the shoulder blades back. Keep moving with it. Ha, he, woo. Oh, great. Perfect timing. Last thing for prep is our mini burpees. No push-up, don't worry. No jump, don't worry. Real simple. We're gonna start in a squatty. And again, If you can't get your heels down, it's okay. Ideally, we do get the heels down. If you've been following some of our recent leg days, we've been really addressing that mobility and skill. Feel free to go back and hit those multiple times. We all could use them. I'm now getting out of the ball. Present the logo, sir. Strong. And lift the arms up. Make a Y. Try to get the elbows in line with the ears from the side. So if I were to show you from here, the spine goes flattish, the elbows cover the ears in line. Then we place the hands down right in front of the feet, and we can step or jump back to leg plank. And then we walk back up or jump. Find that nice tall chair. Great. We have a minute and a half. Your pace, don't worry about pushing the speed. Last piece of the warm-up before we get litty as advertised. Begin. 90 seconds of mini burpees. Your pace. You choose to walk up or jump up and back for that matter. Plank, flat squat. And if you're going to do the jump transfers, try and make them smooth. Just like we do with all our ballistics, all our jumps and throws. Airbags. A great way to assess that is the sound. How ninja can you be? Halfway through, and they'll get it cracking. I already feel also my quads beginning to experience the DOMs from 2 days ago. Workout 71 long stride. Recommend you go back and hit that in the near future. 'Tis a banger, as they say, as the kids say. A bop, as it were.
That workout also features a hilarious joke.
It does. If you want some more of Adam's one-liners, go back and hit that one. Now we're ready. If you handled all that stuff just fine, you're gonna make it through this workout. Buddy or not, we're your buddies for now. So let's just lay this out there. We'll show you the moves, gently, slowly, and then we're gonna get after it. The first one, let's learn the move and then we'll do the whole setup thing. So as you saw in our screenshot, we're doing that little breakdance peek out motion. It starts with an all fours. I'll show you a couple different angles. I'm on my hands and my feet, and I've got this bent knee plank, like so. All right. Step one is to bring the left foot right in line with the hands. So I got right hand, left foot. We must turn the fingers out with all this, just like we did with those back lifts. Now we bring the weight forward so that we can lift the right leg and lift the left hand. So now we have this bipod of pressure. We need to be very stable in that because we're going to do it slowly and carefully. Now we sew this right foot through and we go forward. And we got to keep this back leg flat. Try not to go up on the toes. Work that ankle mobility. And as you can see, because I have my fingers turned out, I'm able to get my chest out and treat my shoulder very carefully. Now to return, we bring this foot way back. We put the hand in line again, and we return to our original position. We can think of that all fours as home base. Toes and two hands. You can even mark the floor if you want. Put 4 little objects to sit into. There we go. Like this. Alternating the other side. Let's bring the right foot up in line with the hands. Straight line. Left hand, right foot. Now we take the hand off and we lift that back leg. And once again, we have this pivoting bipod of pressure. Then we're going to sit out, straight foot, spear it out into the space. We return that foot to its original position, put the hand down in line, put the foot back. Again, the steps. Left foot up, in line, shoot through. Right foot back to where it was, left hand in line, right foot in line. And we're on our all fours again, nice and tight. Always that same home base. Right foot up in line, shoot the leg through. Come back, all fours, and replace. All right. Give that a shot. Now, so as to create some kind of gamification, we're going to grab that distance marker, and let me show you the solo version first. You're going to use the wall, and I'm going to put this line down on the floor about 2 feet away from the wall. Again, that could be the sock, the towel, whatever. And at all times, your limbs that are on the floor have to stay behind that line. All fours, step right up to the line, tap the wall with the foot. Return. Step up, tap the wall with the foot. If it's easily reached, we're going to pull that line further away. And you're going to keep pulling it as far away as you can until it becomes difficult to reach. So let's see if I can get way out here. All fours behind the line, step up to the line, shoot through. And it's tough now to reach the wall. Step up, shoot through. Difficult to reach that wall now. It's way out there. Like so. And as it gets easier and more mobile, you can move this thing back. Right? That's what you do for solo. Since we are buddy action, we're going to face each other and a little high five with the toes is going to be our wall work. We're each going to have a line like this that we each can't cross. Let's come way back. And then we want to make sure it's a challenge to reach each other. All fours. We'll step up to the line, and we'll do it we'll do it opposite, not mirrored. So we both have the left foot up, and then we're going to tap the right foot. And look at how close we are. This is pretty easy. So we're both going to move back just a little bit. We want the leg to get straight in order to reach and really, really extend ourselves. Left foot up, right foot shoot through. Now it's tough. And then we'll alternate at the other side. Shoot through. Perfect. Perfect. And you'll be able to call us out, as you can see from the side, if we've turned our fingers out. You dig? So you got the solo version with the wall. You got the juntos version with the homies. The second move we do, very, very simple. We're walking tiptoe, small steps, and every single step we take, we squat, like so. Tiptoe, take a step, touch the floor. Heels still off the ground, and that pseudo superhero landing that we've done frequently in the recent past. Another step, touch the floor. Just walk around your space. Whatever amount of space you have. One narrow step at a time. Look, it's heel to toe, very short step, and both heels stay off the ground the whole time. So we get good constant calf work and major, major deep quad range of motion to fill in those gaps in the short range of motion we did 2 days ago. All right? Back and forth, looping, no rest in between, 8 rounds of each. 53-second intervals, because why the hell not? Let's get it. We're going to start with the sit out, peek out, and you'll hear that bell every time we swap. And 14 minutes, and then we're done. No tricks at the end, no extra stuff. Shall we begin? In 5, 4, 3, 2, game on. Left foot up, tap. Good. And again, no reason to rush, because 53 seconds is a pretty long interval. It's more important that we sustain a speed and get into that form. Right now you're seeing, are you far enough away from each other or from the wall to make it a reach, make it a challenge? Nice. And if not, you're going to move that line further back. There's our 53 seconds. Stand up, little baby tiptoes, tap the ground. Walk around your space, whatever space you got. Heels off the ground the entire time. Deep knee range of motion, so be gentle. Oh, calves, baby. Ten seconds left. Get ready to go back home for another round of peeking out. Here we go. All fours. Sit out, turn the fingers out, and move smoothly. Nice. This is a pretty dynamic move. There's a lot of stuff going on. And as we see, there's a moment to float two limbs. So in effect, we can rest some of the muscles while the other ones are working and find ways to trade the responsibility between our limbs. Stand up. You know what to do. Tiptoe. Ninja walk. Superhero landings over and over with the heels off, both heels off. Definitely feel the quad work and the calves as well. Of course, the heart rate here is both puffing and puffing. As we work this simple hit with some funky moves. 5 seconds. Go back to sitting out. Here we go. All fours. Always go back to that bent knee plank. Tappy tappy. Turn the fingers out to the sides so we can support the shoulders. Get some healthy compression there. Chest out, shoulder back. Fingers out to the sides. Quads all day with this. Keep it smooth, no reason to rush. Got it. Keep moving. Relax. Don't relax. Psych. Right into those superhero landings. Foot, arch, calves, beeves. 15 seconds. Almost there. 10 seconds, keep moving. Get a couple reps, couple tiptoes. 3, 2, 1. Smooth. And now we each have a puddle of sweat in front of us here. A couple drops getting added to the pool. Despite the AC cheating, keep taxing that ass. Smooth. Take a break in that plank whenever you need. Get comfortable with this bipod sit. Just get it. Breathe. Shimmering legs from the sweat, beating up. And we're almost there. Stand up. If you need a break at any moment, take that break. Otherwise, try to just reduce the intensity of the work to treat it like a relative rest from that sitting out. It's all relative, right? Oh, mother of calves. Calf row 90. Here we go, sit them out. Slowly, carefully, protect the shoulder. Push yourself at an appropriate degree. And you know we got time left. We're not finished yet. So find a way to regulate. Regulators! Beautiful. Oh. Oh. Again, break when you need. Otherwise, find relative rest. Very dynamic moves. Both of these are a bit skill-oriented also. So realize if it's new or uncomfortable, you're going to be spending more calories than if you were to have greater skill and experience with these moves. Skill really here is the understanding of how to make it less effort intensive with more precision. Getting rid of the extra moves. Here we go. Keep sitting now. Take your time. Make it smooth. And find breaks in the movement. Find ways to rest a limb that's tired while the other ones are grinding. And reach. Nice. Sustenance. One of the keys to this shit. Relax. Take a breather or continue with these tiptoes. Take them out. Take your time. All gravy. Remember, this one's shorter. So if you're starting to hit that red line, understand you don't have to push it much longer. In fact, I'm gonna tiptoe my way to the timer and tell us exactly how much we have left. I'm seeing a near closed circle, which makes me believe there ain't much to go. Looking like about 75%. About 3/4 done. Keep sitting out. 10 seconds until we do it again. Breathe. Perfect, perfect. 2 more rounds of each. Find a way. Smooth as key. Try to discover any unnecessary fidgets that you can get rid of to make this cost fewer calories per rep. Nice. 'Dancing, relax. Tiptoeing, or a break, or some combo thereof. Let's work the knees deep. Deep range. Surfing. 20 seconds before we get to our final sit-out round. Final breakdance. Almost ready. Here we go, last time on this. Push your red line. Final time on the sit-outs. This is definitely the more complex of the two. A lot of shit going on. A lot for your brain to handle in this fatigued state. So give yourself some props if you're still moving right now at all. Also, thank your buddy or the wall for being a good, consistent partner as we finish this up. Oh, yeah. Woo. Relax. This is it. Everybody's pushing. Break is less of an available option this time because it is the end. So we may as well get after it because the finish line is quickly approaching. Try to push to that last moment and hear the bell. 25 seconds to the end. Stick with us. Push through the struggle. This is where we gain the most. This is where it's the most effective. 10 seconds, push it. Get a couple more. Get that work. Woo! And there she be. And if you can't see, we got little puddles all over the place. And a puddle on the shirt and the forehead. I'm glowing. Because high intensity interval training, yeah. Wowzer Hauser.
That's the most work I've ever done in 14 minutes.
Hey, you can see we pack it in. We can definitely pack it in. So while most of our routines up on the World Wide Web are a bit longer, 45 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes, much of which are me blabbing your ears off. But now we can see what we can handle in 14 minutes, what we can pack in. And you know, it's all up to us, it's all relative, right? Whenever we do these intervals and these repeated moves without counting repetitions, the speed is under your control. And if you want more, you just crank the speed up. If you want less, just turn it down. I get a lot of feedback sometimes. Oh, I didn't really sweat with the hit. The 12-minute or the 15-minute didn't really work it for me. Well, you're in command of that. Nobody can sprint all out for 12 minutes, 14 minutes, whatever this was. So unless you're pushing at that intensity, you got capacity left to drive yourself through. Conversely, if you're completely redlining, like you saw both of us kind of hit during that workout, it's our responsibility to turn the dial down a little bit. You're not obliged to go 1,000. In fact, I was trying to live in like the 75 range today, and that is a % of effort. Whew. So if you dug that, we'll do some more short ones for you. And also download the Nomad workout on the App Store and use Fat Burn 15 minutes. And we're gonna get some killer hit workouts with whatever equipment you have, or no equipment, or a buddy, with only 15 minutes. And that, for that program, that includes warm up and a little bit of a finisher. Yeah, Mike, I agree for sure. Moves like this one too, that sit out is a really nice hip opener. Bree agrees.
Yeah, that's a banger.
For sure. It's always nice when we choose slightly more complex moves, because then we kind of have something to fix our mind to. We have a problem to solve, a task to solve.
Sequence.
Totally. And when that's the primary brain focus, we kind of forget about how exhausted we're getting, and we get through the workout, and at the end we realize, oh shit, we spent a lot of calories. Or the Pec Math day that Adam was here for last week. We were doing math problems. You're not thinking about how many push-ups we got. Shit, we were in some of those for 2 minutes. 2 minutes of push-ups.
Yeah.
Controlled, paused push-ups. Doing that just by itself without a task, I don't think I'd be able to handle it with any kind of enjoyment. So derive some pleasure out of those complexities, and we'll continue to pack those in where appropriate. You feel me?
I feel you now.
High intensity interval training. Yes. Thanks for hanging with us. Enjoy the rest of the day. We'll see you tomorrow for another great one. I have no idea what it's going to be, but it's going to be hot. And, you know, we'll see you soon in person. Oh, Kevon! What's up, baby? Thanks for joining. Welcome back to town. Kiwi. Yeah, you know, we'll see you soon. Like I said, we're going to get cracking in June with some limited offerings. But really, we never stopped, right? If you're here, that means you chose to find a way.